I have great news. We increased the revenue this month by 78%, which is wild, I know, and I'm going to show you how. In fact, it's pretty basic. I didn't really do much to do that, but I will show you how. However, first, for those who are new to the channel, hi, my name's Jared Krause, and I help people to buy passive income websites and then scale them. And this is the second video I'm making on how to take a passive income site, niche website that I bought from around the $400 per month mark range at the start of this year to getting it to the $2,000 per month range. And I'm hoping to do that within 11 to 12 months. Now, there's going to be a lot more videos of me reporting the income, so having an income report each month, what I've done to grow the site, and the results month over month. So there'll be a link to this playlist in the description below. Now, before we get started in this video, I must preframe, I'm going to show you the results, but also these are only coming from the changes I made. So you need to stay tuned for the changes to see what I did to get these results. In the first video that we did, basically explaining, month one, what it was, people were asking me, am I able to provide more details on the business that I bought? So there's a couple of questions that I do want to answer. So thank you for those guys, really appreciate it. The first question was, what was the purchase price of the website? And how much is it roughly making? Purchase price of the site was $26,000. Bought that back at the end of 2020, and I was making around the $700 per month, the average monthly net profit. Some months were higher, some months were lower. Obviously in January, lower months. Obviously in November, December, the higher months, and that happens with most niche content sites with their income, especially when they're monetized mainly via ads. Now, also another question was, which broker did I use? It was an off-market deal. Another question was, how many articles, or what was the word count for those articles? And I'm just going to give you both. There was about 500 articles on the site and quite a low word count, 300 to 500 words, but a lot of images, which had created a lot of backlinks, natural backlinks, which is really, really good. Another question is, how many articles were on the site when the site was created? I don't know. I didn't create the site, but when I bought it, there was the 500. The niche is in the craft niche. I'm not going to go too far into that, but yeah, it was in the craft niche. And then another question I had was, why did I not apply for Mediavine? My current traffic data allows it on the network. I know that, and I did apply for Mediavine, and I was knocked back. Hence why being on AdSense and then moving to Ezoic, which I'm going to talk more about in this video. So when I bought this site, like I said, it was basically making around that $700 per month average monthly net profit. But what we did when we first bought it was we changed the site design and then did nothing with it for basically a whole year. Now, when we changed the site design, we did lose some traction because there was a tech error on the site, and some of the pages, or most of the pages, weren't showing on Google, and we didn't really get much traffic. So we fixed that, and the traffic came back, and the revenue came back to a somewhat stable and normal position. And especially after leaving it for a whole year, it really goes to show that if you buy well, that the profit is in the purchase, which I mentioned in the last video as well. So let's look at what we did and what we got last month, which was the Feb versus March, which is the month I'm reporting now. So last month in Feb, we had 71,499 page views, and we did $98 in AdSense and $414 from Ezoic ad revenue. Now, this month of March, we had 118,021 page views, and we made nothing from AdSense because we moved to Ezoic. And from Ezoic, we made $915.07. Now, we were at $400-ish in January. In February, we made about $512. And yeah, really happy to see March change, right? So that's an increase from Feb to March of traffic, the increase being a 46,522 page view increase. and in earnings, an increase of $403, which very, very thrilled about. That's about a 78% increase, a little bit more than 78% increase in revenue just on the second month. So we're really, really, really happy with that. Now, this is a lot better than last month, like I said, of course, but granted, I did something with the monetization that allowed me to earn more, and I'm going to tell you about that shortly. But I'm really chalking, as this is a big win, right? The increase in traffic and the increase in revenue. But the increase in traffic, I'm really excited about, and I'm chalking that up to a massive win, because over the last month, we've been seeing many sites, content sites across many niches, people that I've been working with and people outside of my inner circle, earning less money, less revenue, and getting less traffic because of what's happening with Ukraine and lots of different things within the world at the moment, or especially through Feb and into March. So pretty thrilled that this space and niche sort of held well and increased traffic. So really, really stoked with that. Now, the goal is to get to that $2,000 per month mark range by the end of the year, and I'm getting quite confident now. If we did 900, just about $900 really, let's chalk it up to $900 a month in March. Hopefully we see something pretty good in April, and then look like maybe we can get to that 2K a month range prior to the end of 2022, maybe a bit earlier. So let's just see how we go with the changes we're making. I'm being quite conservative with my time on how much time I'm spending on this business, because I don't want to be in the weeds, getting bogged down and controlled by this. But it's cool to me to do this sort of project to see and show you guys the results that we can get, especially with minimal input. So in a second, I'm going to share with you what I did for the month during the month of March, and why, and what the results were for the short term, and then what we are expected to get possibly for the long term. But I want to ask you, please let me know in the comments below, what type of website are you looking to buy and why? I'd love for you to let me know in the comments below, so I can create more videos around those types of websites for you. So what was done during March and what were the results? In March, we added 10 more articles to the site from Niche Website Builders. So that's 10 were added in February and 10 from March. Now from the first batch, what I did is I went and had a look in Google Analytics to see if any of the first 10 articles had gotten traffic. It's very early days, only about 2 of them have a little bit of traffic being seen in the Google Analytics. So what I did do is I forced indexing, and I indexed those posts as soon as they were posted, and did that through Google Search Console, so they can help usually get these articles and posts ranked a bit faster. Now, I am very happy with the work with Niche Website Builders. The reason I like it is because it's very hands-off for me. Usually they just ask me, what keywords I like from all the ones that have gone away and done the research, and I get to choose based on the volume of traffic or the relevancy of that keyword, that the relevancy towards my site and the site's niche. So for me personally, I like to go the middle ground. I choose some that are the highest volume of traffic, which are still within the niche, but a bit broader. And then I like to choose some that are far more relevant. And just through learning through Niche Website Builders, that obviously the more relevant they can be also can mean the more traffic, because you've got the authority in that part of the niche. But when you go for more volume, you do open yourself up to broader topics as well, which can help grow the site overall. So of course, all the keywords, they're going to be within the niche, but I like to choose the high volume and the broader keywords to get a bit of mixture from both. Also, just want to let you know, guys, I don't get a commission from Niche Website Builders, but our audience, which is you guys watching, and a lot of people that listen to the podcast, can get a 10% more content or links by using Niche Website Builders /Bob/ and I'll put a link in the description to that as well. So that's nichewebsite.builders /Bob/ and you can get 10% more content or links when using their services. Next up, the thing that I did is I hired someone to do a link audit, a bit of a link detox on the site to get rid of all of the bad backlinks. And when we're just getting started with it, and it also looks like there's more bad backlinks, and it's worse than we thought. So this could end up being a really good investment, but let's just wait and see, and I'll catch you guys up on how this went in the next monthly income report. But in terms of how much that can cost, it depends on how many bad backlinks your site has. It can be anywhere from a couple of $100s to a couple of thousands of dollars. Mine was on the higher range. So depending on how many backlinks or bad backlinks your site actually has, will be dependent on how much that link detox or link audit actually costs. It can be anywhere from, a couple of $100 all the way up to a couple of $1,000, maybe even more. Mine's in the mid to high range in how much I spent. More than a few $1,000s, a bit more than a few $1,000s, but not on the high range. So let's see how this pans out, and I'll get back to you with that in the coming months on how it works. The goal is to strip away some of those bad backlinks, and that can increase the SEO profile of the site, which can allow a lot of the traffic, a lot of the pages to rank higher, which can increase the traffic. So looking forward to seeing how this pans out. What did I do next? I deleted a bunch of plugins, and I also got this really cool plugin manager that can turn off plugins for certain pages on your site, and it helps to allow you to keep some plugins, but also helps the site to load faster. And so all of these were suggestions from Ezoic and the Ezoic team, which I really appreciate. Now, what else did I do in March is I went from Ezoic Standard to Ezoic Premium. Now, I went to Ezoic Premium on the 4th star elite level. So Ezoic has multiple different stars and level. They've got growth, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, and it keeps going up all the way to like triple diamond or something crazy. And then within each level, you have basic, and then intermediate, I think, and then elite. And so you have all those levels, and then you have 3 different tiers within each level. I went on the elite level on 4-star, and it costs $220 a month, and it's supposed to increase the ad revenue by $350 to $400 and something dollars. And so yeah, if you take away the 220 off that, then you should get an increase of $100 or more on ad revenue per month. And as this continues and the site grows and gets more traffic, then I might scale up to higher tiers with Premium Ezoic. The cool thing about Premium Ezoic that I liked is I could get a site audit, and you can book that in, and I signed up for that straight away to have a chat with the team. And that Ezoic, not that plugin, the plugin that I used, which is a plugin manager, was one of the suggestions from the Ezoic team, and they've got a lot of really good things to say. So I thought that was quite good when joining Ezoic Premium. Now, also, guys, just complete disclaimer here is that I am an Ezoic affiliate. I think they're really good. I have people using Ezoic in my mastermind. I have people using other ad partners as well, and there's many good ones, but I am an affiliate of Ezoic. If you guys are interested in Ezoic, then I'll put a link in the description for you. But they are, I feel they're pretty good service, better than I thought they were, now that I'm going through learning more and more about the different parts of their business and the different parts of their service. So yeah, check them out if you're interested. And yeah, if you're wanting to know more about how to buy a website business before you get to this phase of growing, you should get my due diligence framework. It's what I and all my clients use to buy online businesses, and I'll put a link to that in the description for you too.